Okay guys, this video will be very brief. It's just mostly what I wrote inside of my journal the couple of weeks leading up to my breakthrough. My breakthrough was on around December 27th, 2021 or December 28th, 2021. That's when everything clicked with the mushroom gummies, and these are like the last words that I wrote in my journal leading up to when the breakthrough happened. Where do I begin? In the past few months, everything has really shifted. On July 21st, I got accepted into Portland State University. I went to jury duty for the first time in my life. I got 4 student loans/grants with the help of my sister. I went fishing with my family twice, salmon extravaganza. I joined the all-access Patreons of the band Chris. I've been their internet friend since high school. I got 2 A's and 1 B, even though my mental health was subpar. I finally reached out to my old guy friends Donovan and Drew. My Media Mindfulness Harvest binder is an amazing, beautiful work of art now. I finally decided that I really need to move on from my old friends from my late teens that have all moved on. They really don't care what I'm up to, and I really don't care anymore what they're up to either. I took a counseling class and proved to myself that becoming a therapist is the right profession for me. The 3 classes that I'm taking in the winter term are all remote. Psychology is as a natural science, psychology as a social science, and self-attitudes, social influence. Anonymous quote, "Your peace is more important than driving yourself crazy trying to understand why something happened the way it did. Let it go." I'm going to Bridgetown Church Young Adults Christmas Party on Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. at Pioneer Place Punch Bowl Social. And this is a quote from Conscious Lifestyle magazine. "Always remember, you are just where you need to be. Everything you are experiencing is conspiring to help you grow. So let go and love where you're at in the infinite wisdom of your life in this moment." I'm taking magic mushrooms again tomorrow. I'll have a lot more comfortable of a trip. The mushroom gummies will be coming any day now. I'm really rebooting my life from the ground up, and my mind. The world around me has changed so quickly, and I'm not who I used to be. I feel like I know who the right people for me are and aren't. I'll be 26 in 3 weeks. I'm deep into my 20s. I look my age. I have nice facial hair. I get great grades. Never got drunk. Never got convicted. Am somewhat independent. Have nice caring friends. I sound like a grown man. I have the Media Mindfulness Harvest. Mark Manson and Real Talk and Business are great psychologists. My winter classes are all remote and from home. I have an immense video game backlog. Nobody thinks I look 17, 18, or 19 years old. I texted my dad. I just left the group men's roundtable and finally unfriended at least 20 people. It didn't hurt me at all. Staying in the group and staying Facebook friends with all those people that never talked to me was giving me all kinds of anxiety and anger. I made numerous mistakes these past 4 months because of the loneliness/lack of friendship from these people were causing me. I had to leave the group and finally cut ties with these people. It's really not worth it anymore. Bridgetown Church is perfect for me, and I won't be in another men's Bible study for at least a year or 2. I'm just really trying to make my own adult decisions now and think for myself. I don't want to always be my pastor says, my pastor says, my brother says, my brother says, my dad says, my dad says, my psychiatrist says, my psychiatrist says. It's the polar opposite of making my own decisions. And I'm not going to worry so much about trusting myself to make adult decisions for myself. That's held me back so much. So yeah, those are my final thoughts, feelings, and words leading up to when I had the breakthrough on December 27th or December 28th, I still stand by most of what I said and read to you guys, other than when I said that I'm going to take a year or two off from being in a men's Bible study. I decided that I will never be in another Bible study ever again because every time I joined a new Bible study, it always went downhill after I was in the Bible study for longer than a year or a year and a half. And it wasn't when I had the fallout from that group and that community, it was way worse than any of like what happened in my spiritual life when I was a teenager. So yeah, like I don't go to that church where the men's roundtable was derived from either. Of now I go to the Bridgetown Church, which is an amazing church because their sermons are actually on point and like get down and dirty and actually talk about like gritty and edgy stuff and adult themes as churches should. Because the other church I was going to always talked in like this generic feel good way where it's like you can't really get anything out of the sermons. And yeah, like I'm not trying to bash on the church I used to go to, and I'm not even going to specify what it was, but I decided that all the Bible studies I've ever done was just give me religious guilt and just to give me reason after reason to never love myself and to never be confident in myself. And that's no way to live. I'm still a deeply spiritual guy. Like, I read the Old Testament and the New Testament 90-day plans on constant loop, so I'm always reading my Bible a lot, and I'm always subscribed to excellent Christian YouTubers like Faraway Distance, Montel Fish, Gamer Faith, the list goes on and on. I still go to like fun church activities that Town Church has for people in their 20s. So yeah, like all the Bible studies did was just take it way too far and make me too much of like a religious person rather than a deeply spiritual person. So I'm really glad that I finally realized that and that I can just have a relationship with God my own way and just actually be myself and do my own thing, and I could never be happier than when I decided enough is enough